What's going on, everybody? Corey here. Jumped on that one pretty quick, didn't I? Welcome back to Fly Casual. We're at episode number 212, my friends, and you're going to be in for a treat tonight because guess what? We're going to talk about comics like you do, but then guess what? It's time for the continuation of our Saturday morning resistance from Sancho Panda and the Fly Casual Glee Club. So you're going to want to stick around because then it's going to get real compelling and probably a little crazy when we start talking about speculation for F9. I'm not just saying, but I'm saying you're going to want to tune in, which you already have done, but continue to do so for another episode of Fly Casual. Let's get ready to wrinkle! And frankly, I think all podcasters could take a lesson.
Yeah.
It's easier when you don't try.
That's
and
true.
Even easier when you don't give a hell.
When you don't give a fudge.
I never give a hell.
Yeah, if you don't give a hell, to quote Garrick,
You give no hells?
None hell's given.
I didn't have any to begin with, so I couldn't give any.
If you start right out of the gates going, well, I flubbed this, but forge onward. Then,
Go!
Yeah, then everything.
Well, that's what happens when you... how many false starts did we have there?
You got to own it.
Well, okay, now hold on. The false starts were not on me.
I know.
Because when it's on me...
But were they really false?
You know how close I was?
Yes.
Or were they
Trixie Hobbitses.
Or were they intentional?
Trixie and false.
Intentional starts.
I'm saying
unstarted
that butthole number 1 and butthole number 2,
Both Mike.
not either of which are Mike,
Mike has two buttholes.
interrupted my countdown.
Yeah, not many people know that.
It is a known fact.
Well, I know it very well because Mike flashed them at me earlier.
Well, he flashed them at me too when he got up, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's throwing that crack around like a Southside dealer over
I
here.
need both of them.
Hey, but you know what? He did not open a beer during the intro.
I
No.
didn't. I opened it
that's a
before.
start.
Oh, that intro was so low quality it needed no beer. no beer. No
beer's
beer
given.
need be cracked
No beers.
for that.
He's got enough crack to
Like throw it around.
Finish it yourself.
like a dealer.
Fill in the blank.
Oh, I said that already. Okay, hashtag Mike has more crack than.
You can give your answer.
Tweet us at FlyCasual1138.
We still haven't gotten any answers yet to our other hashtag.
I know. Come on, get on it, guys.
What
Jeez.
the hell?
Yeah.
Forever.
So anyway, hey, welcome back to Fly Casual.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, Corey.
Episode 212.
Wow.
Dang.
That is the boiling point of water.
212?
No, that's not true at all.
Is that Celsius or
Yeah.
Kelvin?
No, Celsius boiling point of
or-
water is 100 degrees.
Yeah, that's what makes it so easy.
And the freezing point is 0. Yeah. And that's why people argue Celsius over Fahrenheit because that stuff is easy to remember.
It's easy as butt.
What's freezing point of water in Fahrenheit, Mike?
Archbold.
120?
Freezing.
Oh,
Freezing point of water.
Freezing is 32.
Okay. And boiling point?
120?
120, Howie? Boiling point of water?
150? 180?
It's when it starts to bubble.
212?
I love how you named 8 numbers and the 8th one is the right one somehow. Yes, it is 212.
Ah!
12, yeah.
Congratulations. Listen to Garrick. I didn't actually go, yeah, 212. Yeah.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Yeah, the first try. I mean, I don't even know why we're talking about this.
I was
really.
saying it the whole time. You
somehow
guys weren't
Orlando.
listening to me.
It's as easy as Celsius. I don't know.
Come on, man. Don't you Fahrenheit, bro?
Yeah.
Not very well.
Oh, no. Okay. What is the burning point of paper in Celsius?
Fahrenheit 450.
No, in Celsius. What's the burning point in paper in millimeters?
90.
Millimeters.
In
90 millimeters is the boiling point of paper. Turn it right back into pulp.
Wait,
Wouldn't it be trees? The boiling point of trees, wood?
Wait, you mean trees like trees that grow out of the ground, or trees as in TRS, the Russian book of trees?
Yes.
Which is, okay. I don't know anything about the Russian book of trees, but
I'm so
Are they
lost.
related to the
trees?
book, the Jedi book of books?
the sacred text.
Yeah.
It's the sacred text.
The sacred text. That is my favorite meme right now. Is everybody using Luke yelling the sacred text for like anything? Like when you throw the you need to know how long the pizza needs to be in the oven, but you already threw the wrapper away. The sacred text. I love this meme. And the best part is it's so low res and blurry because it's still taken from like a cell phone photo of the screen.
Nice.
But that's what makes it good.
The best part of that, though, is that he was going to destroy them himself and then gets mad at Yoda for destroying them.
I know.
So
I know. I don't want to talk about it.
When you bring that stuff up, Mike just goes.
He brings it up because it's the only Star Wars movie he loves.
Hates Rogue One, hates Solo.
Hates Return of the Jedi.
Hello.
Loves Last Jedi.
Hates the
best
Wicked.
one.
Uh-oh. Dale's back. Dale Mike Dale.
Hello.
And people don't realize Ike's last name is Dale.
Okay.
Good old Mike Dale.
That's canon now.
Yeah, canon.
Yeah, he needs a Twitter account. Quick, someone.
Canon. I already got a Twitter
Set
account.
up an Insta. Well, that's true. Ike does have a Twitter account. I
The
forgot
Last
about that.
Jedi.
It's Mike plus Oprah divided by 2. Is Mike Dale.
And you get a sacred text.
You get a sacred text. And you get a lightning bolt. Ooh. There you go. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your zaniest Star Wars podcast. I am your host, Mr. Corey T. Wilson. And with me on the left, crack-a-lacking his neck-a-lacking, is Mr. Michael J. Archbold.
Oh, man, how am I going to get through this mofo?
I don't know. Usually it's alcoholism that gets you
Hey,
through.
that's a good idea.
Oh, no.
Alcoholism.
Hey,
is always a good idea.
the family might be gone tonight, but I don't know if I want you in bed with me. So,
Yeah.
or do I? Or yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
maybe you do.
Mike, you want to lay on that side, or you think you should turn
Lay on top.
You gonna put the vegetables right there next to the raw meat, or
It's kind of cold out. You need somebody to warm you.
hey, there's a Letterkenny Valentine's Day special coming this year.
Well, there you have it.
Yep, Valamum Times Day.
Okay.
More Letterkenny for you.
Yeah.
Did you like that Valamum Times? Little Teen Girl Squad.
Yeah, it's like Squirrely Dan said it. How he would
Valentimes.
say it.
But that's how a lot of people say it. I feel like it would be one of the few words he gets right. You know what I mean?
Sushi and sashimi.
Sushis and sashimis. I feel like you guys are just torturing me. Speaking of torture over there, Master Controls, Mr. Stephen J. Howie.
I'm all up in the sacred texts.
Oh, no.
All up in them.
Howie is hot and bothered with the sacred texts.
The sacred text.
The sacred texts. Yeah.
Right.
Speaking about, cinching them up to get your voice up and nice and taut, and is cross pond down a few, Mr. Garrick, not Jay Hardy.
Well, the sacred texts are up in me.
Ew.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just went
What,
too
they have an
far.
action figure of the sacred texts?
Yeah, they do. Well, they did. And then something happened,
Yep.
and the rest is history.
Now it's in the box in the ER where they put the things that they extract from people's butts.
I have a whole wing dedicated to
I bet you do.
whole room.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant it was a chicken wing that in the box
No,
that
to
was
what was
extracted.
What was formerly in his
that too.
butt.
Remember that
Where am I
episode of
supposed to
Scrubs?
put where am I
Yes,
supposed to put it?
the butt box.
The butt box.
Yeah, right.
Where he's like, he needs a gift to give Carla. Star Wars very own Donald Faison
Hello.
needs a
Yeah.
gift to give to his
Good resistance.
girlfriend, fiance. And he gives her a really nice pen, and she loves it. I'm like, oh man, that must have cost you a lot of money. He's like, no, actually, I got it in the lost found box. We don't got a lost found box. And he finds out he got it out of the ass box.
That's where they put stuff.
And she's like sitting there holding it like up next to her mouth and stuff like that. And he's like, God, that show was great.
Yeah, it was.
We washed it off
for a
first.
little while. Dang it.
Man.
I need to break that back out.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they
Could
gonna
you be all
reboot
up in
that
it?
on Netflix?
No.
With the hip new teenage cast,
They kind of did that when it was rapping. Didn't they have the new class or something? And,
Oh, when it switched back over to ABC.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, it was like Saved by the Bell,
They were at
the
a
college
teaching.
years.
Yeah, they moved to a teaching hospital, and they were the professors. That's like true. That was the last season.
Yes, it was.
Seriously?
Yes, it went from NBC because ABC started the show, sold it to NBC, and then NBC went, "We're done with it." And ABC is like, "Well, we got an open spot. We're going to milk it for another season."
And
So
yeah,
then, wait, who's the protagonist? What was his character name?
Zach
one?
Braff
Yeah.
was JD.
Yeah, JD. So then there was
John
the new
Dorian.
class. The new class, it was a female JD, basically.
Yeah.
So
But it just they didn't really migrate things to a new group of people. It was just there were a lot more characters of similar stereotype, and it
Right.
just was all watered
Yeah,
down.
it was
Was the janitor still there? He's funny.
I don't know that he was.
No. I think it was just JD and Turk.
It wasn't just the two. There were a couple others.
Gotta
Really?
have the janitor.
Yeah, it
was
wasn't
just the
just
two.
the two of them. Like,
I guess
Elliot was there.
Admittedly, I never watched the last season, so
I only watched the first couple episodes. So, but other than that show is high art, phenomenal.
Hi, Art.
of course the millennials think it's awful, though. I mean, it's just
Those millennials,
fucking millennials.
every
God
time.
damn it, they ruin
Classic
everything.
baby boomer.
That sounds like a boomer talking.
Kids nowadays don't like things I did
Back in
in 19.
You know, I resent you guys call me a baby boomer. I'm part of the greatest generation.
before the baby boomer.
yeah, Mike birthed the boomers.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I was storming the
W2.
beaches of Normandy
that's right.
Me and Papaw.
on vacation.
He was storming the beach in
Papaw was
Normandy.
my underling.
You had too many speeding tickets. So
Just saying.
didn't let him in the army.
Me and Tom Hanks were looking for Private Ryan together.
Wait, which one were you? Were you Vin Diesel? Is that you? What?
No, he was the dude from the Scientology movie.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Do you actually know what I'm talking about?
No.
The
Was he
lead
the
guy.
sniper?
He was the lead in Battlefield Earth, right?
Yeah, right.
Wow. See, that's what happens when you sleep within 7 feet of somebody for several years. You start to understand really obscure things that shouldn't make any sense.
Oh my.
So, Mike, you are welcome to stay the night. I'm just saying.
Mike isn't up him. Let's be honest.
I'm sold. I can't get
I
drunk
just wanna-
anymore.
Go with you guys to learn about brotherhood and write my book. I'm Mike. Freaking Nazis.
That's why I don't need to see Band of Brothers, because I
will
lived that shit.
kill you right here. Don't you
Never
ever
seen it.
say those words in my presence again. This is why I don't need to see
It's the
Band of
sacred
Brothers.
shows.
The sacred
The
shows.
sacred shows. Hey,
That's a sacred WW2 text.
if I had to pick one show to be the sacred show, Band of Brothers would be on the short list.
It wouldn't
That's
be
a
The
great
Last
show.
Jedi? What kind of fuck
Shows. We're talking show. A show.
That is the ultimate
Last
show.
Jedi's a
Last
movie.
Jedi. Well, it was the ultimate something show.
It had sacred text in it.
It did.
It did.
It did.
Right?
Like me.
You have
Hello?
The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. And
Then you
I
have
that
the
in
holiday
common.
special.
You guys remember when we said this would probably be a short episode? It's time for some reviews.
Again?
This is not going to be a short episode. Every time we say it's going to be a short episode, it's like 3 a.m.
Never a short episode.
It never is.
It's never a short episode.
We're not a short episode kind of people. That's what YouTube.
You got the secret square.
We like to talk. And
Am
get
I
drunk
Paul
and
Lynn?
forget
Yeah.
what time it is.
Paulin, I'm the secret square. That's another Dana Carvey joke. Dana Carvey stand-up special from the 90s, which was one of the greatest stand-up specials of all time. The HBO stand-up special. That's the one where he did the framing OJ, framing OJ, framing OJ, framing OJ. All ships at sea. We're framing OJ.
Oh, the Dana Carvey show?
No, it was his HBO
no,
special,
no.
and yeah, he talked about Paul
Dana
Lynn.
Carvey show was good.
And he
Remember
got-
the Dana Carvey show?
The Dana Carvey show. It was not the Dana Carvey show.
That was hilarious.
Where he was like, Bill Clinton had extra nipples installed so that he could feed more puppies from his nipples. And he opens his shirt and he has like
terrible.
6 nipples, and they brought in and held puppies out, and milk started squirting out of the nipples on his chest. And the
What the
puppies are
hell?
lapping. This was on Fox in the 90s.
Well,
Is that the
okay,
Dana
that makes
Carvey
sen's
show?
then.
Yeah, that was the Dana Carvey show.
yeah, that's how I remember
That's the
it.
only thing I remember. No, I remember another one. This gag's
That
ahead of its
sounds
time.
exactly like Dana Carvey.
Back then, yeah.
does.
This actually, this is probably one of the ones that a lot of people remember, and this was ahead of its time. Now that there's YouTube and prank shows and stuff, and so now there's meta humor about prank shows. This was,
Oh, yes.
yes,
Drive-through guys?
Yes, the drive-through guys. They would go up, they'd order food at the drive-thru, they go up and pay, they hand cash,
giggling
and
the whole time.
Yeah, and they're giggling like nervously the whole time. They'd hand cash to the person at the window, and when the person turns to make change, they'd laugh and drive off. They got him, and they did this over and over and over again.
They like high five each other.
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
They pulled off this amazing prank.
That's almost funnier now than it was back then.
Yeah. Oh man, that was probably my all-time favorite sketch.
Yes, that was really good. That was the Dana Carvey show as well. I don't remember who was in the car with him. I'm gonna have to look that up. But in the meantime, Star Wars stuff.
Hello.
We just reviewed Dana Carvey show.
We did.
We got check
Nailed
that one
it.
off the list.
Okay, you know what?
Next, what?
You know what we're going to review now, don't you? The sacred text.
The sacred text. The sacred comic text.
Oh no.
We had a ton of comics come out. All two of them. Yeah, it's been kind of slow. Vader's done. Dr. Aphra's like on hiatus, I guess. I don't know. It's out next week. We'll see.
What are we
we had,
reviewing there, Tiger?
Star Wars 60.
Hello.
Yeah. And Star Wars Age of the Republic Special Edition.
Sacred texts.
Sacred text. So Star Wars 60. Let's start with that one. Okay. You guys remember that Scar Squadron? Yeah?
Yeah, man.
From the comics?
Right?
Got a stormtrooper with a lightsaber.
Ooh.
Got
That guy.
a sniper stormtrooper. Got a big fat stormtrooper.
That's a fat
You guys remember
trooper
this
and a
guy?
snipe trooper. Got it.
Hey,
Fat-
fat jokes.
Fat trooper.
man.
Fat trooper.
Trooper. It's got a knife trooper. Got knives. Got a some sort of fish-looking trooper. I guess he goes underwater. Not sure why he's there. Kind of like an Aquaman of the group, I suppose.
He talks to fish.
Got a TIE fighter type trooper with a
He's got-
Vader helmet.
He's got solar panels.
He's the Eco Ranger, if you will.
Yeah.
He's very, very green.
There's they've got a mud trooper.
Got him. Yeah.
They've got a deciduous softwoods trooper.
Yeah.
There's the burlap trooper.
Burlap trooper. One of my favorites.
Yep, and my personal favorite, the plush velour trooper. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I like in one panel the one stormtrooper. It's like a perspective where it's kind of like a 3/4 angle, and it's near the end of the comic, and he looks like he's 70 feet tall. Not sure what happened there, but it's really hilarious. But anyway, so when we last left our Luke Skywalker was facing off against the leader of Scar Squadron with a lightsaber duel. Yeah. So fans of the comic might know, and those who haven't read this will know these two have a history. The Scar Squadron leader was actually a game master for Gracchus the Hutt.
That's right. He trained Luke, yeah.
Yeah, this is a long time ago. This is a recurring character, like from the beginning of the series.
Yippers.
Yeah, so we kind of, in this issue, or actually this whole arc, we kind of get a feel for how Luke's lightsaber skill had improved from episode 4 to 5. They could actually kind of hold his own against Vader for a little. And I guess this kind of explains why, because he's training on this planet to be a lightsaber person and do it good and kiss ladies.
He's sabering.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so this issue is the second to last issue in this arc, and they kind of get in a fight with Scar Troopers, and they eventually escape at the end with a bunch of new fighter people. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this arc.
It's been kind of...
Yeah, I mean, it's the art. I like the art.
I always like the art. I like this guy.
This guy's good. He's really good. And but it just seems like a filler story. Like,
Yep, it's
they're
felt
just
that way
trying to-
almost the whole time.
Yeah, so I don't know. See how this goes. I know.
I mean, obviously,
maybe
I would assume they're going to start using these characters in future issues.
Well, yeah, I think so. Well, they're coming. They're coming really close to Empire Strike. I think once they get up to that point.
Has there been any word on that, by the way? I've been trying to keep my ears out. I mean, are they going to make that crossover at some point?
I have no idea. I don't know. With Kieran Gillen leaving, maybe they're going to would assume maybe they're going to rebrand it after that, because I don't know who's taking over. I don't know if that's been announced. It could have, and I just hadn't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't either. So that's what I was asking.
It's kind of like a unfilled gap is in between 5 and 6 now, and then between 6 and 7, pretty much. I mean, there's a little bit, but between like 5 and 6, there's nothing.
You know, you guys
deleted everything.
You guys talk about how you like the art, and I appreciate the art, but I feel like I need to call out one particular panel where there's your interrogation droid there squaring off with Sana Solo.
Yeah,
or whatever Sana's last name. She, but I would like to point out how she shoots it. She shoots it like Southside Compton Gat 9 style. She's got the blaster turned parallel with the ground.
Oh no!
Kill shot.
She fires a Gat 9 right into point blank into the. I don't know why. It's just hilarious to me. It's like they wanted to do a top down perspective, but they wanted you to make sure you understood it was a blaster. Right?
Even though she's holding it in 3 panels prior.
Yeah, and never holding it Gat 9 style in any of those panels. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to put that.
That's pretty cool. It's artistic license, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Werewolves. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Starting a new arc here. A few issues. I don't know if they're going to do like the interim, like one shot. I hope they do, because I kind of missed them.
Yeah. Yeah. We need a new one.
We need to go back, see what Obi-Wan's doing up there on the old Tatooine. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Miss those. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So I feel like I need to drop this in right here while we have a brief moment of pause, because I'm blown away by it. Steve Carell was the guy with Dana Carvey in the car.
Oh, no way.
It was Steve Carell.
Awesome.
In fact, there was a sketch on that show that featured Steve Carell and Stephen Colbert together before either of them were on The Daily Show.
Oh, wow.
I would not even have known who they were at this point.
It's amazing.
I pulled it up and I'm like, holy crap, it's Steve Carell.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at a picture. Holy cow, he's so young.
Yeah.
But he looks exactly the same.
I know. He's just got bushier hair. My God, he was 40 at the age of 20 or however old he is there. I don't know. Yeah, other people on that show, Robert Smigel was on the show. There's a lot of names. A lot of names on that show.
Good show.
Phil Hartman and Jan Hooks were on it. Carol Channing, David Letterman. They had a lot of people for a very short-lived show. Anyway.
Yeah, it was funny. Anyway, moving on. So we had a special for our one-shots that are coming out from Age of the Republic. I think this is one's kind of capping it up. But we had it's 3 little mini stories in one comic that featured Mace Windu, Asajj Ventress, Captain Rex, and Jar Jar Binks. Everybody's favorite, right?
Yeah, Darth Jar Jar.
What one-off is this?
This is for the Age of the Republic issues. They're creating those one-shots that are coming out for each character. This is like a special, I guess. So
what was it called? What was the title of it?
Age of the Republic Special.
All right.
Age of the Special Republic.
Age of Republic Special. Star Wars story. The Road to the Force Awakens.
So special.
Marvel 1.
Marvel #1. Variant edition.
501. Okay, yeah. The Weapon Sisters. 501+1. Those are our 3 story titles.
The Weapon Sisters.
See.
501. So the Mace Windu one is pretty good. Yeah. These actually are pretty good. I really like the Asajj Ventress because I like the art style. Basically. I think they really captured Asajj really well in the story.
I like Asajj. They don't do enough Asajj.
Who doesn't like Asajj to some degree?
I know. She's such a deep character.
Her character grew on me too, because I wasn't real impressed with it at first. Back when it was the Tartakovsky, that introduced her.
Yeah,
back
in Clone Wars.
Yeah,
the Clone Wars.
Right.
But
through the Clone Wars series, her character really grew. And,
they needed to grasp at a baddie that they were free to use.
Sure,
because all the other ones were clamped down. So they're like, well, let's take this and turn it into something in true Filoni fashion.
Yeah, and then through the Filoni Clone Wars, I guess they're called.
The
Clone Wars.
Yeah, she really did. Like everybody in like the Filoni stories, they always develop. They're never static, and I love that about all his characters. And like she was no exception. Because at first you're like, oh, this lady probably smokes a lot. She has 2 red lightsabers. Oh, she's bad and evil. And then by the end of the series, you're like, yeah, she's just, a little misled. And then they had that Dark Disciple came out in the featured, which is really good.
Yeah, I still want to read that.
Yeah, you should.
Really love
it's
that
got
one.
Quinlan Voss in it, man.
I know.
That's a good book.
I know.
Really good. So yeah, I love this whole story with her because there's a few panels in here where she sees these 2 sisters being attacked, and she kind of flashes back to her early days because she was a Night Sister, and even in that kind of like evil magic world, still this like longing to belong to that, and then she has a flashback when Grievous came and just murdered her. She's like, wait a minute, that sucks. Maybe I should step in. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. Cuts the dude's arm off. And it doesn't bleed.
Get to the Jar Jar story. That's why everybody's here, dude.
You got a little.
Yeah, I know. I know, it's holding off. So everybody the last couple of weeks has been tweaking out about the Jar Jar issue.
Yeah, they
because
have.
Captain Rex and Jar Jar team up to fight some battle droids.
The 2 heroes you've always wanted to see side by side.
It's funny because the Jedi were the general of the clones.
Mm-hmm.
They have a certain chain of command. So their Jedi gets killed, and so apparently, according to the chain of command, the next one in line would be a senator.
That makes sense.
And Senator
I was hoping you were going to
Jar
say
Jar
the next one in
Binks,
line would be the Jedi's buddy.
the Jedi's protocol droid. Yeah, so Jar Jar just happens to be on scene, and he is now in command because the Jedi got killed, and craziness ensues to the point where Jar Jar picks up a lightsaber. You're like,
Oh boy.
and promptly drops
geez.
it.
Drops. Yeah. Well, he slices 3 battle droids in half,
Yeah.
and then he drops it and says, I quote, "Ooh, Issa muy slippity."
I mean, these couple panels, this is the most badass I've ever seen Jar Jar look at.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's standing in the shadows with like his glowing yellow eyes, just holding this lightsaber.
That's good stuff.
He's like, oh, General Lock Tick, and he's like, no, sir, not exactly. Oh, muy sleepity.
Yoink.
Yeah, so people are getting excited about Jar Jar actually doing
Doing a thing. Yeah.
the Darth Jar Jar is still alive.
The myth continues.
I think it's canon.
Yep. Darth Jar Jar
Official.
confirmed.
Yep.
Finally,
We've got closure.
Yes. I love this issue. I love how they do tiny. I don't know. It's just me. I just love when comics do compilations where there's a bunch of little. Might be my ADD. I don't know, but I love all of this, and it was great. Really gave me a good feel for the old stuff. So yeah, check it out. Buy them. They're good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I like seeing
It's
the different
window.
art styles in one comic.
That's another reason.
The end of these two, by the way, they have like production notes in here, and I think these have been interesting too. And for example, the Asajj Ventress, I did not know this, although originally conceived as an unused concept for Palpatine's apprentice in Attack of the Clones, Asajj Ventress was eventually appeared in other media, including the Clone Wars TV show. So I had no idea that she was originally conceived as basically Count Dooku.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Pretty awesome.
I like to point out that new things that I'm impressed. But you mentioned the art in the Asajj Ventress one. I really like the Mace Windu one as well.
Yeah.
I love that art. But the fact that Mace Windu, maybe it's part of a pod, but
He can reassemble a broken lightsaber instantly.
Yeah, dude, he's Mace Windu.
Yeah, Mace Windu can just immediately put a lightsaber.
He read the sacred text.
That's what it is.
Sacred text.
The sacred text.
I love the Ventress one because it's written by Jody Houser, who's I think written all the ones prior to this for the Age of the Republic, and I think she really gets Star Wars. I think it's a she, Jody.
I'm not sure. Actually, I think it's a he.
I better look that up.
Yeah, we better check that out.
Yep.
Jody, what?
Her and Karen
Foster.
Gillian.
Yes, Jody Houser is a female.
I
You sound so confident.
Yeah, no, she is. Girl. I don't want to say that though, because sometimes people get mad. Get it wrong.
Don't assume genders, brah.
Yeah, I'm not.
looks like
Jody
a woman
Houser,
in the pictures that are popping
She,
up.
the reason I like her so much is because in the Asajj Ventress, the two sisters are like those aliens. And she took that species directly from the Galaxy of Heroes video game, and kind of is adapting them now to her because you've seen them in earlier. That was pretty cool. And she can kind of confirm that on Twitter a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I play Galaxy of Heroes with comic artists for Star Wars, guys.
Nice.
It's like I basically wrote this issue.
You may as well have.
I know.
Hello.
Why is my name not in here?
I have no idea. Take it up with Jody.
Come on, Marvel. So, yeah, we had 2 whole comics, and that's it, guys.
Oh, it's spelled with a Y?
Yes.
I'm trying to think if I ever known a Jody who spelled it with a Y. A dude Jody who spelled it with a Y.
It's not dude.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah, definitely a lady person. She is.
She is a lady person.
I like her purple blue hair in that one picture. It's pretty tight.
Sorry.
So,
Yeah, she's cool.
Good.
Cool.
Good.
Yeah, so check those out. Go buy stuff and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff and things.
Really up on
Stuff and
that.
things.
Speaking of excitement beyond control.
You guys like excitement beyond control?
Oh, do we ever?
Hello.
Well, you're in luck. Because we got some new musical review
What?
of the Star Wars Resistance show.
Feels like it's been forever.
The
What
Resistance.
episode, man?
Resistance.
Well,
Well,
inexplicably,
funny you ask.
episodes 5 and episode 7.
All right, well, let's do 5 first.
That seems like it makes sense to me.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Yes. So here we go. Sancho Panda and the Fly Casual Glee Club returning with episode 5 Resistance review. I give you Resistance Rangers.
Some nights, first order flights, land while the power is out, but these 2 loose screws gonna see what that's about with the help of overhype Faizan and Niku's comlinks on Kaz and BB-8. Resistance agents Kaz and BB-8 to some extent will always learn the truth once they're involved, albeit with a few pratfalls. Kaz and BB-8, resistance agents Kaz and BB-8 follow the scent until they get too close and must run and hide, while others place bets on if they'll survive. Kaz and BB-8.
That happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rescue Rangers, baby.
love me some Rescue Rangers.
I like Rest.
My favorite line is to some extent. To what extent?
To some.
Don't ask. Don't look too deep.
Don't ask, don't tell.
So there you go.
Well,
Mike didn't get that excited because he was 1,000 when Rescue Rangers was on.
True that.
do you remember Rescue Rangers, Mike?
What?
Do you even know what Rescue Rangers are?
I
Do you
don't know
even
what
Rescue
you're talking
Ranger?
about, young man.
Do you even
Have
know
you
what
heard of
Disney
Chip and
Afternoon is,
Dale?
bro?
Hello.
Do you Disney Afternoon, bro?
Do you even Disney Afternoon, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Do you even Gummy Bear?
Do you even?
Yeah.
Do you
Not
even bounce
drink?
here and there and everywhere?
Did you even DuckTales, bro?
What?
Yeah.
Did you even Tailspin, bro?
Tailspin. Yeah.
Did you even Darkwing Duck, bro?
Look, I was reading the sacred text while you guys were popping pimples on your funny face. Okay, I'm just saying.
I didn't have pimples.
What about the gummy bears?
Hopping, jumping here and there.
We are the
Bouncing
gummy
here and
bears.
there. We are the gummy bears.
Do you even Goof Troop?
Yeah, do you even Goof Troop, bro?
Hello.
Is Goofy the only one that actually has a
Has a what?
kid? Like Goofy has a kid?
Of the main Disney folk.
Yeah.
Well, Donald doesn't because he has nephews from his sister Della. But then, I don't believe any of the rest of them are married, and I don't know if that would fly with Disney. You know, Goofy is a widower.
Yeah, Goofy gets it, man.
But what about the Animaniacs?
We don't.
Oh yeah,
That was
man.
Not Disney.
They
I know, but what about
live
them?
in the Warner Brothers studios?
We can only talk about Disney
Hello,
properties.
nurse. That's all I got for you.
Yeah,
You guys
that's
suck.
happened.
What are we doing today, Brain?
Trying to
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Nailed it.
My favorite line from that show, and I will offer zero context, but here goes.
So
Will Jimmy Hoffa be there? Will he read to us? My favorite line from Animaniacs. It needs no context because there really wasn't any.
You just gave us context.
I was laughing so hard as a kid when that because I was one of probably the few kids watching who knew
Know what
Jimmy Hoffa was.
Yeah.
What did he read to us?
I didn't really get the Good Feathers sketch until I was a lot older.
Oh yeah,
Good Feathers. So
Yeah,
like,
Good Feathers.
It was Ray Liotta.
yeah,
No, that's funny. And the other one's Joe Pesci.
yep.
Funny stuff.
You thought, am I funny to you?
Huh?
What do you mean? What do you mean I'm funny?
You?
No.
Anyway, hey, we got another one. We got another one.
Oh yeah.
Episode 7. I think you guys will recognize the theme song, so it deserves it deserves no introduction. It needs no introduction. Ready? Here we go. Episode 7, Resistance, musical review, Sancho Panda Fly Casual Glee Club.
Kazuda and Po, where'd you go to answer a distress call?
Yeah.
Kazuda and Po, don't you know? In space it's always nightfall. Well, maybe rescuing a damsel on a spooky freighter is a thrill. Till a Kowokian a blizzard has you running round like Benny Hill. Kazuda and Po, time to go. Let's pull a crazy Ivan.
Yes.
Kazuda and Po, don't you know that girl you saved's a pirate?
What?
Yeah, so great job.
Bullcrap.
Aw.
There it is.
Yeah, what was that one, Mike?
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Mike immediately gets excited. He's like, something from the 70s. Oh.
That would be the 60s, bro. Yeah, bro.
That's when I entered.
I would trust him. He's old.
He is old.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Seriously. Yeah. I'm sorry, Sancho, could you have the Glee Club put something together featuring the rest of the Hanna-Barbera crew from that era? Mike would like to see some Jabberjaws. And he'd like to hear a
Wacky
little
Racers.
Devlin the Daredevil. And
Some
if you
great
could,
bait, baby.
Yeah, some grape ape.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you sprinkle in a little Hong Kong Fooey.
Ooh.
But we need to get back to the 80s for like He-Man and
Yeah.
That's what
No,
that could be.
man, no. We're
Got
sticking
any
with some
Adam
Scooby Doo, baby. Actually, me and the
Some
kids have
Adam
been
Ants in there?
digging on some Scooby Doo meets Kiss.
Really?
Yes.
You need. I have an episode of Supernatural for you to watch.
That's a thing.
I have an episode of Supernatural for you to watch where there's like a TV that's cursed, or it's a thing that gets cursed and it gets put on TV. When they take the TV, they turn it on, they get sucked into an episode of Scooby Doo.
Nice.
Except,
I love it.
Except It's not just real estate scams, which gets mentioned over and over again in the episode. It's fully animated. It's the people who currently voice Scooby and the gang, and people are actually dying and getting beheaded and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
They're freaking out.
They're freaking out. Like literally, I think at one point Shaggy literally goes, "I'm freaking out, man." You know,
That's good.
Scoob. Yeah, like zoinks. It's so good, and at the beginning, Dean's so excited and he can't wait to put the Mac down on Daphne, and he hates Fred because he takes Daphne for granted. So great.
Good stuff.
So great.
All right.
Anyhow, thank you very much, Sancho and the Fly Casual Glee Club.
Ooh, yeah.
Fabulous work. As always. So let's transition away from fabulous work because it's time for the Porkins Bite of the Week.
Again?
Oh, that's not very nice to the Porkins guy.
That's like my thing.
I don't know if y'all know this, but George Lucas, the dude what made the Star Wars,
Oh, yeah. That guy.
You know,
I know that.
He graduated from film school in 1967. You may be wondering why he wasn't in the Vietnam War.
Oh,
No, I already know.
wait.
Well, you know why he wasn't in the Air Force, which was because of all his speeding tickets.
Right.
But he was rejected from the Army for having the diabetes.
Poor George. He tried. I know. What the hell?
You really can't. Being the world's or the country's richest celebrity, he
I
can't
know.
catch a break.
He couldn't get into Vietnam.
He's
What the hell?
literally the United States' richest celebrity. That poor guy.
that tried
All
to
I
get
wanted
into
to do
Vietnam.
is die face down in a rice paddy.
He was
Yeah.
the only guy.
Yep.
All his buddies are running off to Canada.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
like, "Oh, guess I'll
where
make
do I
him-
sign up?
Guess I'll make a movie about racing cars and high school awkwardness.
In racing cars in space.
Yeah. And a dude in a facility running from other dudes in a facility. I don't know how else to describe THX. I don't.
Underground,
It's
dystopian
literally
future.
impossible to just.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no good way. There's no good way to lay it out
It's in
for
the Guinness
anybody.
Book of World Records for
Yeah.
What?
For being
undescribable movie.
the most undescribable movie, Mike. Clearly.
Ever
Come on.
of all
Of
time.
all time.
According to the sacred text.
Yeah. Well, that's where.
it came into a close second.
yeah,
Didn't quite get there.
no, Blade Runner's great. You shut up.
Oh, I love Blade.
The first one?
All
Yeah.
Blade Runner.
First one's great. The second
I like
one's
20
amazeballs. But the first one's
2049 is
pretty great.
pretty awesome.
I like the second one a lot.
Yeah,
First one was boring.
No, it wasn't.
Speaking of boring, it's
Shut up,
time
Garrick.
for discussion. The rumors, the discussion, the hot topics. Maybe we should change the name of this segment to Hot Takes.
Oh, gee. Well, boys,
Yes, Michael.
this week
Yes, Michael.
in rumor
Mike.
discussion,
Yes.
hot takes.
Yes, Hot Takes.
Hot takes.
Mm-hmm.
We we got this recurring theme, okay? So in rumors, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, we were hearing the Han Solo might be coming back for Ep9.
He ain't dead.
He ain't dead.
Ain't seen a body. Ain't nobody
Ain't
dead.
Ain't dead.
Palpatine's still floating around, clinging to a piece of metal, a piece of space drift metal.
Well, you know, before the Han Solo, we
Kinda like
had
driftwood.
we also had the rumors
metal.
that the Luke Skywalker was coming back. He was making a return
Yeah.
in his physical being, his physical body restored.
body.
He was never killed. He was never dead.
He put body together.
He just transported himself to somewhere else.
It makes perfect sense. Basically, what's going to happen is that Rey and Kylo are going to cast the same spell, and they're going to point their lightsabers directly at each other, and then all the people killed
I
will come walking out.
I
Wait,
get
but
it now.
Kylo didn't kill him, though.
No, I didn't say killed by Kylo because that would have invalidated my joke.
Just everybody killed ever comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Luke's mom and dad are there.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
Voldemort.
I don't remember the spell. Expecto reversum, something like You got to swish and flick. Swish and flick.
So yeah, so it was the Luke Skywalker and the Han Solo. Well, this week,
Yeah.
supposedly, The Snoke is now returning.
Yep. Hey, he was killed by that lightsaber. He's rolling out.
He was cut in half. But we all know in Star Wars, when you're cut in half,
doesn't mean nothing.
that means shit.
It's funny. They both said the same thing, but I interpreted them totally differently.
In fact, if you get cut in half in Star Wars, you can come back and be a badass.
That's right.
And get robot legs.
Robot legs. You can even have spider legs.
Of course, in Snoke's case, he'll need robot legs and a couple of arms because his arms came off too. But
that sucks.
He also probably needs some like juice or something because his tongue was hanging out. It probably got pretty dry.
Yeah,
he was a little dehydrated.
Give him a little Capri Sun to suckle on.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to make a Vader outfit just to screw with Kylo.
Yeah, fooled you.
I'm not Vader.
This is movie accurate, Kylo. What he sounds like.
I am restored.
Okay, so the serious question. I mean, the serious question behind this. I mean, how likely is any of this? How likely are we to see? Well, let's just start with Snoke.
I'm so glad you asked. Here I am, Snoke. Returned to power. Fully
To my body.
Absolutely. And I have multiple mouths that I speak from simultaneously. Pay no attention to my lifeless legs and arms. They just sort of dangle behind me. For the rest of me is restored.
All right.
I'd watch that.
Raw. I got nothing.
I like Fop Snoke.
Bob Snoke is the best Snoke.
Yeah.
He wears a trilby.
And a powdered wig.
Exactly.
Maybe with a tricorn hat or something.
Yeah, and spats. Yeah.
Let's start a cooking show.
Oh my.
Yes. Yeah. It sounds like cooking.
How
show,
deliciously evil this turn of events.
Turned into hedonism. Zombie, the chocolate song.
Kylo.
Now face a fully armed and operational Star Killer base. He's Irish too.
Have you brought Ray with you? She's so delicious.
You knew I totally linked you two up. I'm a right matchmaker, I am.
I knew Raylo was going to be a thing the whole time.
Never a doubt. So sultry. He laughs like Betty Rubble.
Are you having twins?
It's a thing, you know, runs in the family. Oh, did I say too much? Have I let the loth cat out of the loth bag?
That was a loth bag.
Dude, that's Fop Snoke. You don't ask. You just roll with it. My cheeks hurt. Oh, Nature Boy's back. Oh no,
Barely.
Nature Boy and Fop Snoke. Now that's something I want to see on the silver screen.
That's next on Disney Plus.
That's your cage match of the century right there. I don't know what to do with this guy.
Okay,
He's
so
just a stump.
Snoke is unlikely to come back, but I need him to come back.
You need closure.
Yeah, I need what we just performed.
Indubitably. Are you bending over to suckle the tequila out of your overfilled glass?
Yes, it's my.
You know when you
glass.
spill that hard alcohol on my crappy paint job on this table, the paint just comes right off.
I'm sorry.
Such maintenance required.
What are you doing?
I say. Mike's escaped. Mike just gave up.
I'm out.
He's like, forget this. Oh, he's got the low battery on the other camera.
No.
I want you to edit in you bending over into frame to fix it. I want that in the final video.
Do it. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so that's pretty ridiculous. I don't see Snope coming. Snope.
Look it up on Snope.
How deliciously bubbly. Oh, sip it slower then. Don't rush these things, Michael. Now he's just wiping it off on his pant leg. Hey,
Use
Mike, you
your
want
tongue.
to know the second sign of alcoholism?
What?
You're just wiping your alcohol off on your pants.
Yeah, it's all right.
He's saving it for later.
Dang it.
It'll dry.
He'll suck it out later.
I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, I can't wipe it up, man. I don't see any rags.
No, I don't usually plan on people throwing liquids around in the studio. I'm just saying.
But Mike's here every
I know,
time,
I know.
all the time.
I know. He's literally the reason why there's a plywood case around the mixer.
Yeah.
And the first day he tried to spill something on it.
I tried.
I literally said when I was building it, and when Howie got here, I said, I built this because Mike is going to try to spill something on it. 2 hours later, Mike tried to spill something on it.
Yep.
So
It's life.
So no Snowquito, huh? No return of El Presidente?
Well, that's a different story.
El Fapo Supremo.
Primo. No, seriously, though. I mean, obviously bringing back Luke Skywalker in the flesh is a slap in the face. You can't really do that. Han Solo, what? I mean, huh?
I believe it.
Oh, dear God.
Bring him back.
But Snoke, too. I mean, I don't know.
No,
But maybe,
just
I guess
Han.
of those three, I would imagine that Snoke would be the most tempting for JJ to bring back because I feel like that's a JJ creation, and I'm sure he had some kind of backstory for him. And
We're
Other than just being floor pancake.
yeah,
I think what we're going to see is some reincarnation of those three characters put together.
Oh,
wow.
like a teleporter accident?
Exactly like a teleporter accident.
Oh, God, kill it.
They're like some messed up chimera.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cross between Han Solo and Snoke's bodies, but there's this weird dust all over it. Oh, wait, that's Luke.
inform the next of kin there were no survivors.
Kill it with fire. It has force ability and inane luck to get out of sticky situations.
It's giving us forced perspective.
Oh, now wait. That's interesting.
Could work. Could
There's
work.
something there.
Okay, so Han is ridiculous, Luke is ridiculous, Snoke is semi-ridiculous. I mean, who else? I mean, obviously, since we're on this kick, you know, we might as well bring back
Coming up
everybody,
with
right?
just the most ridiculous possible grasping
Well,
at straws rumors because there's nothing to spring from.
The other one that's come up lately too, which we haven't brought up, Anakin. They keep saying. I mean, I've heard this for probably 3 or 4 months now that Hayden Christensen, he's coming back. He's
Yeah,
coming
sure
back.
he is. Yep. Yep. I'm sure.
He's back, baby.
Because, you know, suddenly, as a Force ghost, you know, you de-age. Well, no, of course, I guess in Return of the Jedi, he was de-aged already, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Precedence.
Actually,
I
they're
can't
bringing
even keep
back
track of
Jake
it all.
Lloyd. They're
He keeps getting
like, wait a
younger.
minute. I don't remember Anakin being a 27-year-old felon.
Aw.
He didn't look like this.
Aw, poor
did
Jake.
he?
Aw.
Yeah, I have no idea how old he is. He's
You know what?
probably
Damn
like
it.
30 by now. I don't know.
Well, it was 20 years ago.
Shut up.
Oh man,
God.
he's an old man
Son
now.
of a bitch. He's almost 30.
What? So
Jake
what?
Lloyd, what happened to you?
All right, so we all know that nobody has any effing idea what's going on with
Akbar.
Abnor.
It's Akbar.
We've said it many times.
Yes.
So what?
I don't know.
What could happen?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What would be your craziest hypothesis for episode 9?
Really?
Bonus points if you can accompany it with a title. Okay. What would be the absolute wackiest nonsense, but feasibly something that fanboys could buy into, like they are everything that's coming out right now?
The Return of the Akbar.
The Return of the Akbar.
Akbar.
Hey, he needs his due, man.
We find out
he was cut down in his prime.
we could find out that Mon Kayla, and I will always do quotey fingers when I say that. We'll find out that they all along have been able to live in vacuum. They just go into
Exactly.
like vacuum hibernation.
Well, actually, what happens is they become sort of like a black hole, and they start sucking things in, and become very large.
There you go.
Did you get
and
that?
that's where we get Mon Cal cruisers.
That's right.
Doomsday Machine.
That's it.
That's
the
how they
Doomsday machine.
You're old enough now. You got to become a Mon Cal cruiser.
Like, oh man, I like just being a Mon Cal dude.
He just leveled up.
Just
He's
rapidly
evolving.
expands.
He's like a Pokemon.
I know. Hey, you got any Admiral Akbar candy? I need to turn him in. I need to turn him into the Akbar.
So instead of Luke's hand floating in space, they see the gauntlet of the dang it,
The Infinity Gauntlet.
Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, floating through
So
space.
floating through space.
With Luke's hand in it.
Yeah.
Luke's
There you
hand
go.
in
Yeah.
Oh, that explains everything.
Grasping the lightsaber.
Yeah, now we know why he turned to dust. He committed forced suicide using the Infinity Gauntlet.
I see.
But I said half. I didn't mean me.
I didn't mean the half that was wearing it. The inside half. I meant the outside half. Everyone else.
The sacred text said nothing about this.
Wouldn't it have been great?
Instructions.
Wouldn't it have been great if right before Luke, quote, died, end quote, wouldn't it have been great if he suddenly had a moment of force clarity where he envisioned the books inside the Millennium Falcon drawer and his eyes got wide and right as he turned to dust, he's all shocked. He's like, the secret tip. I was like, man, that guy was hung up on that. He's like, Matt, it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't, Luke. Jeez.
Or he's shaking his fist. Yoda!
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, you son of a... You little green bastard.
Just kidding.
Okay. So, Mike, I forgot. What was your thing?
Akbar.
Akbar is coming back. All right. Do you have a title of the movie to go with it? Akbar coming back.
Good.
Admiral Akbar.
Return of the Akbar.
Return of the bigger fish.
Revenge of the
bigger
Akbar.
Revenge. Allahu Akbar. What?
Is that bad? I don't know if that's bad.
Means
or
like
not.
glory to God or something, doesn't it?
Yeah. Are we offending?
sure,
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's okay.
All right. All
Let's
right.
roll with it.
There you
I
go.
didn't make any visual depictions of anybody.
Nope.
So,
You
I
did
think we're
not.
okay.
You did
Okay,
not.
we're good.
That's for sure.
That's right.
All right.
Anybody else have to posit a cockamamie theory about EP9?
Oh, yeah. I got one again.
Oh, pour it on, bro.
If JJ really wants to stick it in and turn the knife.
Like Ron at the end of book 5. Got it?
Yeah.
What?
And turn the knife on JJ.
That happened in book 5?
He needs,
When we bought I've told this story so many times. When we
know,
went
just
out
kidding.
at midnight to buy our book 5, Harry Potter book 5, Mike flipped right to the last page,
I
standing
always
in the
do that.
checkout line.
I know.
And goes, oh, look, see, there it is. Ron put it in. And then slams
he
the
did.
book shut. And other people heard.
Oh, butt crack again.
Yep, there it was. Now we don't know what Mike's other idea is because he's got to go back and slam. Okay, yeah, 10% battery. Okay, close.
What's your other idea, Mike?
to go.
Yeah, Mike's all over the place right now.
Come on, Mike.
Guys, it's good. It's
trying to
good.
keep the video
It's good
going.
that these low battery things get him to get up and move around because he's normally half asleep by now.
This is supposed to be the laser focus podcast.
I'm laser. I'm
Yeah,
there.
that's what we said
No, he
beforehand.
needs to bring back
That's what we're known
We
for.
need freaking laser beams.
He needs to bring back Holdo. If he really wants to stick
Ooh.
it to Ryan, Holdo doesn't die.
She's
Hey, Howie.
become a hyper
Howie,
beast.
we didn't see her die.
True.
No.
She didn't
True.
die on
Space
screen.
is really just one big pit.
Hello.
You're right. The space
Maybe
pit.
it's just
Yeah.
maybe it's just a wake from her vessel that destroyed all. Not the actual.
Yeah, it's actually the
I
big
think
cruiser sitting somewhere out of gas.
I think she jumped. I think she
Yeah.
jumped out the window before it went into hyper.
She did. Flipping the double deuce.
I'd love to see.
She
that.
opened up the glove compartment, pulled out that claw hammer, bashed through the transparent steel, and just jumped out with both
She's
middle
like,
fingers
oh.
reaching.
Oh wait, this has autopilot.
What was I thinking?
Holdo out.
She's floating backwards, looking down her body with the middle fingers out, right? Looking back at the Imperial fleet, and there's like anime lines all around her to
Nice.
illustrate that she's moving quickly.
Nice.
And then you see her
love
say,
it.
hold the door, hold the door.
Hold on, no, hold on, hold on.
Oh no! Are we gonna get
Spoilers.
special Admiral? That seems like a bad idea.
That's really bad.
That's a really bad idea.
Don't be dissing on Hodor, bro. Hodor is my jam.
That was wow.
Never
Hey,
go
she
full
was
Hodor.
she was Hodor's mom, so
Hodor's mom, Admiral Holdo. Hodor. That's his name. His full name is Hodor W. Holdo.
that's what I'm saying. Hello. If you want to make it interesting,
wait, no, it's Holdo. It's Hodor H. Holdo because his middle name is Hold. So, Hodor Holdo.
I thought the W was going to be Woldo.
Holdo. Yeah. Hodor Holdo.
If you really want to make this part of the canon and give it some deep meaning, you have to tie it to Game of Thrones.
Holdo lives.
That's it.
Hey, they went all to the trouble to make that awesome purple dress she was wearing, which seems really out of place. But every time I see it, I'm like, man, that
was the character, man.
That's a nice dress.
That's the character.
I'm not even joking. Like she just looked like I don't want to say, oh, Laura Dern's hot. I mean, she's a pretty lady, but it's like that is like the most regal looking damn dress costume I've ever seen.
It really
and I'm like,
is.
yeah. Every time I see her, I'm like, man, that's just breathtaking. I know it doesn't sound like me.
$20 million dress.
Corey, where's my
long
Corey?
neck.
What have you done with my Corey?
No, don't worry.
Kaori?
Yes, apparently.
Hello.
I'm Paul Lind as Kaori. My gosh. How many times can Hollywood Squares come up in a night? Goodness sake. Okay, anybody else have any wacky, outlandish, but feasible?
I don't know that I've heard many feasible.
Hey, well, Mike does
Hey,
his best.
if we're talking Hollywood Squares, we
He's
got to
trying his damned best, Howie.
If we're talking Hollywood Squares, we got to bring back Jim J. Bullock. I mean, come on.
Jim J. Bullock. Oh man, it's like just now. What I just saw happen in front of me just now was like that scene in Last Crusade where he drinks from the wrong grail, and he ages like 40 years.
Yeah, real fast.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
You chose
poorly. Yeah. Jim
I'm
J.
sorry.
Bullock.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Related to Sandra Bullock.
young people will have to
Oh,
Google
Sandra
Jim J.
Bullock.
Bullock.
No, Jim J.
No.
Bullock was Monroe.
Actually, he's probably better known for
From
Hollywood
Alf.
Square.
No, not from Alf.
He was
Too close for comfort.
No, he's Willie Tanner's brother.
He was?
Danny
They
Tanner?
lived in a RV out front.
Oh my gosh, was that him?
I think so.
Oh my gosh, I
You
didn't
can't
realize
trust
that.
Garrick.
I think it
You
is.
can't trust Garrick.
Well, either way, on Too Close for Comfort, he was Monroe, who lived 2 floors up. Oh man, he was semi-regular on Alf from 89 to 90 as
There you
Neil
go.
Tanner.
There you go.
Wow.
Good job, Garrick.
Garrick swung in there and hit hard.
Hello.
Ooh, that hurt my brain. I'm done.
He was a guest host on a special episode of Super Sloppy Double Dare.
Of course he was.
Super sloppy.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep. That's where Mark Summers and announcer Harvey played against each other. I don't know why high school teachers hate Wikipedia. It's the best thing ever. Just saying.
Tells you everything. You
Tells
need
me
to know.
everything I need to know about Monroe. So I hope anyone who listens to this show has ever watched Too Close for Comfort and knows why I keep saying it that way.
I don't think I've seen Too Close for.
It used to be on every time I was homesick. It was like the only sitcom that was on in the middle of the day, so I would watch it without fail. All right.
I think we need to see a scene between Kylo and Anakin, but it's like in the style of the movie Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I.
I no, that would be the Bodyguard,
I'm not
Garrett.
sure that's the right one, Garrett.
Yeah, you're about 3
Wait,
decades
don't change
too.
melody.
You're about 3 decades too late on that one. Unless you're using the Dolly Parton version, which is only 1.5 decades too late.
I was thinking of the Simpsons episode where Luke Skywalker Homer out as that Bodyguard music. That one.
That must be it. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you wanted the Righteous Brothers Unchained Melody.
Yes,
That's
he
what
does.
you wanted.
that's what
I saw a great picture the other day where someone had just photoshopped in a bunch of tamale fixins. So they were Patrick Swayze has his hands around Demi Moore and he's like putting guacamole in a corn husk. And there's just tamale fixings everywhere. No explanation at all. Just somebody decided instead of making pottery, They were making tamales.
Of course they were. Hello, tamales.
God, I love the internet. Who wakes up one morning and goes, "Oh my, I've got an idea and I have to act upon it."
That's the best internet.
Yes, that internet is
Goofy
the best
net.
internet.
Yeah, goofy internet's the best.
They're
internet.
making tamales. I'm gonna die laughing just thinking about it.
I think we're too close to comfort now.
Dude, yes, where he always wore the different college sweatshirts. I feel like I brought up too close for comfort on the
Ted
podcast
Knight.
before.
Yeah, I was
Ted
looking
Knight,
it up, yeah.
Monroe.
He was a
Related to Bobby
comic
Knight.
artist, and he had like hand puppets and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly
show.
right. Yeah, it was a good show. It absolutely was. Now
Too close for comfort.
back at the Hall of Justice. That's why I say Monroe, because the same voice, same dude. Ted Knight was the Justice League narrator guy, or not Justice League.
Meanwhile,
Super Friends.
Super Friends. I was getting ready to say Justice America. Okay, number one. I don't
Super Friends and the Legion of Doom.
Super Friends. Yes, exactly. So anyway, okay, here's mine.
Yes.
This is the kind of thing that I feel like people would actually like buy into. Okay, ready? So we can't fix the Ray Saber, which is what it used to be Luke's lightsaber, which used to be Anakin's lightsaber. Can't be fixed, right?
Thanks, Ryan.
Sure?
But it's
It just got cut
okay.
in half. You can fix it.
But it's
Just get
okay
Mace Windu.
because Maz Kanata has the green lightsaber in the chest that was right next to the one with the blue lightsaber.
Oh, she should have taken the green one.
Why
That's way
would she
better.
only have one of
Hello.
them? She's like, somebody found this. Luke showed up. I mean, he gave me both his lightsabers because he's like, I don't want
He's
lightsabers
like, you know what?
anymore."
I'm going away for a while. Why
Yeah.
don't you just hold on to this?
Yeah, and he said, "Don't keep all your Sarlaccs in the same sand dune." So she put that's classic Luke,
That's,
right?
yeah, right.
Yeah, so she
Yep.
put the lightsabers into
Kyber
adjacent
crystals.
chests.
Yeah.
See, so
At her other bar that didn't get blown up.
She has a chest for every lightsaber. There's a lot of chests.
yeah,
them.
she collects them like a Hutt street lord, whatever that guy
About
was.
not?
Gracchus the Hutt?
Yeah, Gracchus.
Make a necklace out of
She
it?
wears them around her neck. Yeah.
Well, for her, it'd be more like a
down
skirt.
a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like a lightsaber skirt.
Yeah, lightsaber hula skirt.
She turns them all on at once.
Aloha, oi, ching,
That's why
ching,
she's
clang,
so
clang,
short.
ching, clang.
She used to be like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, she kept lopping off chunks of leg.
They grow back slowly.
She's like Jar Jar, just can't hold on to it. It's a wee bit slippity or muy slippity. Muy slippity, muy bombad. Okay, all right. Oh, and the name of this movie is Return of the Saber. Huh?
Okay.
What if it's like Return of the Jedi 2?
You know what?
I like
If
it.
JJ's going to do what he did with The Force Awakens again, he might as well just cut to the chase and call it that. Return of the Jedi Side B.
Yeah.
Yep.
How have we not gotten a name yet? Well, maybe by the time this airs, we.
A lot of people are predicting that Celebration is where we're going to get a name and a teaser.
I saw on the Twitter, social media, that we got the Last Jedi name right about now.
Yeah.
Like last week. We got it last week. 1 year ago. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I did see that. I actually saw it all graphed out. And we're right about the time where we would normally get a title.
Come on, Disney.
You know, right? That as soon as we push the stop button on the recording,
They're going to
tonight-
release the title
tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah,
we get
tomorrow.
the title.
No, today.
Yeah.
Later today. It's technically tomorrow. And so 2 weeks from now, or a week and a half from now, when this episode airs,
Right.
we're going to sound like total idiots.
Yep.
On top of what we normally do, which is also what we
Hey,
normally
we
do.
know that 2 weeks ago somebody said that the title was.
Yeah. By the way, your Jim J. Bullock was on when they brought back Hollywood Squares, bro. He wasn't on it as much back in the day.
Yeah,
We're
but
talking classic Hollywood
But
Squares,
on
man.
on that
He was in like Whoopi Goldberg Hollywood Squares.
yes, but he was there like every week,
That's like Paul Lynn, bro.
every freaking week.
Paul Lynn was just like, I just want to day drink and get paid.
Word.
Like scratched his head, looked confused, and just like, yeah, I'm all
How's that
in.
different than normal?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Gotcha.
Except for the paid part.
Up now.
Yeah. So anyway, anybody else have any other crazy?
Come on, guys. Chime in, baby.
Dig deep. Dig deep. Garrick, you're not helping.
Yeah, Garrick.
Oh, you
Come on, ideas, baby. We're never going to get hired by Lucasfilm.
And the entire movie takes place on Toydaria.
Oh.
Toydarians everywhere.
Yeah. And they all just sound like curmudgeony Russians.
I'm a Toydarian.
Like, what about Snoke? Snoke wasn't actually
Hey, it's a little Anakin.
Snoke wasn't actually the Supreme Leader. It was actually Jar Jar.
There you go.
I knew it.
Yep.
Yep. They're bringing it full circle.
And we're going to get Ahsoka.
Oh, Ahsoka's coming in.
They're going with the original vision, baby.
Back in the Soviet Toydaria, Chance Cuba rolls you.
It wasn't fair.
It's funny because he turned the phrase and it made it funny.
I see what you did.
Do you have any idea how many episodes of Night Court Yakov Smirnoff was on? I'm just saying there were a lot. And you know what his name was?
No.
Yakov.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
In the first one, he didn't even speak English.
Nice.
Second one, he came back and he spoke English. So
Well, I suppose he needed
tuck
to.
yourself in tonight with that tidbit of knowledge floating around your head.
The fall of the Soviet Union really ruined that guy's career.
Didn't it?
Aw, poor guy.
Actually, I believe he's got a standing gig in Branson, Missouri.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got his own theater and show, I believe. So that's like Vegas for old white people.
Hey, you know what I think is going to happen in Up 9? They're going to bring back Lando. That's what I think.
they are. That's
They
already
are.
been confirmed.
that's happening?
Yep.
Oh, thank God.
Episode 9, Attack of the Landos.
I wonder who his son's going to be.
I don't know. Who's
All
it
right.
gonna be, Howie?
All right, here's the ultimate rumor. You guys
Stop,
ready? I'm
stop,
going to make it
stop.
up. I'm making it up right now.
No,
Ready?
we can't do this.
All right, here's the
It's
ultimate
not
rumor.
right. Don't
Okay.
do it. Stop.
We're going to find out. We're not going to find out whose Ray's parents were because they were just some drunkards, right? But we're going to find out whose Finn's parents are.
Because that's what everybody wants to know.
We know Lando's in the movie.
Well, hello.
And there's a very, very limited number of black people in the Star Wars galaxy.
No, you said it.
And the reason why I say it is because I saw it on, I've seen it on a couple of places now on the web where people are going, I think this, we're probably going to find out whose Finn's families are. And that's why Lando's in the movie. I'm like, are you kidding me? You can't have two black guys in a movie without having them be related. Are we really doing this? Like in the 80s, I could see someone legitimately guessing this because, underexposure. But I feel like we're past that at this point. In fact, I will say now that if Finn ends up being related to Lando distantly,
Stop it.
I'm going to be so pissed off.
Stop it.
So pissed off because that is lame and so on the nose.
That's the best ever.
No. And that's part of what sparked this discussion as I was talking about this before we recorded. And I'm like, this is asinine. This is asinine. And there are people out there who actually believe it. Like, yeah, that's why Lando's in it.
That's why Lando finds his son and takes him under his wing, baby.
His
Lando's in there so they can kill him off.
He's like, hey, that girl you've been liking?
Mm-hmm.
You guys looked up yet? Huh? Huh, buddy? He's like, Dad.
I know you're doing a character, but I'm still creeped out for real.
I think he's doing a good job.
I think Lando takes him under his wing and says, this is son, if you ain't got her in bed yet.
He's like, it seems like you're having trouble sealing the deal, son.
You're no son of mine.
You're no son. I mean, we have a reputation to maintain.
You're a Calrissian.
You're a Calrissian. You gotta,
They're going to break out into a song and dance.
Word's gonna get around. What?
Wow. Wait a minute.
What?
What's happening here?
I don't know. Only in the mind of Howie would that be okay to say, because I know that he wasn't thinking about how it sounded to me at all.
I never think about how.
I feel guilty watching The Little Rascals Follies of 1938. And I wasn't even around when they made it.
Oh, dear God.
You know, if someone in the family says, let's watch Holiday Inn this Christmas, I go, no, no, I will not, sir. I will not watch Holiday Inn because the guilt is too strong.
Oh.
But when Howie says that, I don't know what to do.
Well, hell, if everybody's related.
Oh my God. I am absolutely beyond trying to guess real things, and when I see other people trying to do it, it's just like, oh, my,
to be honest,
my sweet summer child.
That's how all of this feels.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why we're doing this. It's ridiculous. We're demonstrating how ridiculous it is.
When we found Han floating in space, we just threw him in some back day. He's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's fine.
Bring you back from anything.
yeah,
He's
Just
going to wear
back.
one of those fin suits.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah,
He's gonna leak all over the place, and
Yep.
yeah, it's all good.
Great. Anybody got any clothes for me? I really need some goddamn clothes. Oh, look, an airplane.
And then he dies.
yeah. That's how he dies. You get 30 seconds of Han Solo. He wakes up on a table in the back to suit, pees his way across the plank, spots a Spitfire, hops in a Spitfire. He
Not a Cessna?
No. It's got to be like a classic World War II. He spots a Japanese Zero.
P-47 Mustang?
He climbs in a Thunderbolt. He sees a Thunderbolt, hops into the Thunderbolt,
Oh, yeah.
and then
That's a
he
good
just
plane.
piles right into the bulkhead and it explodes. Oh, now we know he's dead. There's his body smoking like an Owen and Baru.
Oh, look, there's plenty of ash. Yeah. Oh no, you better. Yeah, let's get some DNA to make sure. Come on,
And you
get
know
a
that,
sample.
that Infinity Gauntlet. Still. You got to be ready.
Well, that's the only way Star Wars is going to survive. They've got to do a Marvel crossover. Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
Everybody.
Yes, everyone loves crossovers always.
I do that
All the
crossover.
time.
Hello.
Anytime I remember being excited when the CW was doing the crossovers with like the Flash and Supergirl and Arrow and all that.
Yeah, right.
Like the second, third, or I don't know, 100th time they did it, I was just like, oh God, this is so forced. Because everybody has to get together and there's always people who haven't met yet. So they all have to say their pithy line that illustrates the entire demeanor of their character forever and always. You know what I mean? So that other people are like, okay, I get you now. And then move on. I'm just like, oh, this is so painful.
That's you.
So
I
painful.
understand.
Oh, you're a sarcastic angry man. A-okay.
You're an angry elf.
You're the nervous talker. Anyway.
From Elf.
All right. Well,
Say elf again.
Elf?
What?
Okay.
Elf.
He's going to
quoting.
come over and drop kick you now.
Yep.
Wait for
How he's
it.
quoting movies.
Wait for it.
Yep.
Oh, are we
wait
still
for the drop
podcasting?
kick. We shouldn't be. We have no business doing this. I'm still thrown off by the song and dance thing. I don't know if I'm ever going to recover from that.
I don't know what happened.
This might be the second time Howie ever bleeps anything. Anyway, let's get out of here before something catches fire. Hey, if I could coax you into joining the discussion, we'd love to have you on Discord.
Hey.
Where we share the news. We got a news feed going in there that's pulling from some of our favorite Star Wars news sources, and we have off-topic discussions, and it's all sectioned out and everything, so you can take part whatever you want to take part in, and just sit there and lurk, and that's fine too. But go ahead and look for the Fly Casual podcast subreddit, and then you can find the link and join us on Discord. That'd be great. Follow us on Twitter at FlyCasual1138, and join us on Facebook. And of course, the YouTube, subscribe. Just do everything. Can you take an hour of your time and do all this stuff? Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Fly Casual Podcast, where we're uploading full episodes and also clips and segments if you want to digest them in smaller chunks, because, you know, this much meat gets lodged right in your colon.
We also have new content on there. So,
New
yeah,
we
we're
do?
doing, at least I'm uploading some solo stuff. So
Oh
if you
my
guys produce
God.
some solo stuff, we'll put it up there too.
Yep. If you're going to bed tonight going, not enough mic in this one.
That's right.
Yeah,
Hello.
Yeah.
You always got to get more mic.
Yeah. You got a
That's
mic
right.
up.
That's right.
So are you saying that if the listener, does some solo stuff, we'll upload it for them?
No, I'm saying that if you, Howie, do some solo stuff, I'll put it on.
Well, I don't know. After I might be banned.
Well, when I say solo, I'm not talking about a visual.
I have played 1 hour of Star Wars Battlefront 2. And so if you like, I could figure out how to stream so people
there you go.
That way people can watch videos of me dying and getting angry.
Yeah, man.
Because that's what happens constantly. Constantly.
Do it.
Especially on the console.
I could probably
Oh my
upload a video
gosh.
of me listening to a book with earbuds.
Just you sitting there like twiddling your thumbs with your eyes closed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Humming the Cantina song.
Someone's in your ear going, "We gotta save Padme." Padme. And run out and wherever. Actually, don't give us a review. I don't want one based on this episode. Please don't review us anywhere. Please. No commentary required on this one. Good Lord. In the meantime, I'm Corey. Over there's Mike.
See you later.
Over there's that Howie guy.
Yeah.
And Garrick.
That's me.
Sure is. Sure is. Well, I need a shower now because I feel like I'm covered in jelly. Just saying.
You look like it too.
Yeah. Stink.
Jelly stink. Seriously. Before I get to bed tonight, it's going to be like the crying game. I'm going to be in the shower, just blazing hot water, just huddled in the corner crying.
That's where you need to be.
For anybody listening to this podcast, I'd probably be better off saying it. It'd be like Ace Ventura when they lampooned the crying game. Right?
Aww.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Came out of a rhino butt.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Just sanctify yourself with the sacred texts.